12 ways guys test you before they date you. Hello Brainy Facts viewers, welcome back to another interesting video. Do you want to know about the tests that guys put you through before dating you? In this video, you're going to find out the 12 ways that men will attempt to see if you'd make the perfect partner. It also includes some tips to assist you to pass these tests. It's a positive sign if you observe a guy throwing these tests at you. That suggests he wants to understand more about your potential as a partner. The tests that men put on women might be annoying, but once you figure out how to pass them, you'll be grateful they're there. This is your chance to demonstrate to him that you are capable of being a first-class girlfriend. Number 1. Leaving you on reading. He's going to really press your buttons at some time. Why? Because he's interested to know how you react when you don't get your way. Most men are scared of losing their freedom, therefore they want someone in their life who will play an important role without robbing them of what they like. Don't get too worked up if you've been messaging and calling your partner and your calls and texts have gone unanswered. He's absolutely testing you to see whether you'll start blowing up his phone and pleading with him to pay attention to you, or if you'll control your emotions and remain calm and collected. When he calls you back, which he will of course, don't be so fast to answer. Instead, call him back a day or two later and tell him how crazy your life has been and how you hadn't even noticed the two of you hadn't talked in a few days. Your reply will likely catch him off guard and let him understand you're not the needy and clingy sort. Number 2. Talking about other women. When a man gets to know you, he'll want to make sure you're not really the jealous person, or maybe he wants you to be jealous if he's into that. And one easy way to tell is by talking about female friends in front of you. He may flirt with those around you in addition to talking about female friends. He's putting you through your tests to see how you react. Number 3. Tactic of let's chill. A guy has to know how much work it'll take to gain what he wants early on. Sure, he's definitely eager to spend time with you and get to know you, but let's face it, sex is an important element of every healthy relationship. If he can obtain the goods without spending lots of money on lavish meals and holidays, he'll do it. The invitation to chill at his or your apartment will cost him less than a quarter tank of petrol and a box of condoms. And if you've gotten into the habit of having dates inside locked doors with him, don't expect him to suddenly turn a new chapter and want to take you out for a delicious meal. It's your responsibility to determine the tone and flow of the connection by denying any invitations to chill until your bond is much more established. Number 4. He'll put your brains to the test. Unless a guy is truly unintelligent, he will choose to be with an intelligent and intriguing woman. So before committing to dating you, he'll put this to the test. He's trying to determine whether he can have an intelligent talk with you, or if he decides to commit to you, whether he brings you to a quiz or asks your viewpoint on current events. Number 5. Playing hot and cold. Some males are purposefully hot and cold, while others are so emotionally messed up that they don't even recognize what they're doing. Whatever the reason for your partner being lovely one day and blowing you off the next, it's one of the multiple games that are usually put into the picture when it comes to dating and relationships. Do you go running after him when he gets cold? Do you approach him first and ask what's wrong? If you disregard his attempts to create some distance between you, he'll soon discover you're not needy for his attention. Keep yourself busy and have a great and active life without him, and he'll eventually stop playing the hot and cold game. Sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to quickly remind you that if you're liking this video so far, then please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell notification if you haven't, because we've got a lot of exciting videos coming up. Number 6. He's going to test your personality type. A man may give you 2 quite different date possibilities in order to determine the type of person you are. For example, he could recommend that you choose between a Michelin-starred dinner at the fanciest restaurant in town and a long journey and breakfast. He will then assume your personality type based on the idea you choose. Number 7. Negging. This is a type of emotional manipulation in which your partner may give you unintentional praises that gradually destroy your self-esteem. If he says something like, That's a wonderful outfit, but red really isn't your color. You know he's negging you. If your partner is negging you, you should probably break up with him right away. But if you think he's a decent person and wants the relationship to work, it's time to confront him and tell him you won't put up with his BS manipulative tactics. Number 8. Making last-minute plans. A few surprise dates might be fun and exciting, but your guy may be throwing last-minute arrangements on your lap solely to test whether you'll accept the offer. If you're always accessible at a moment's notice, he'll quickly wonder if you don't have a life and if your entire existence revolves around him. So what's the answer? Keep occupied and don't always accept his spontaneous plans? This will let him know you're up to something that doesn't involve him, which most males like. Number 9. Searching your loyalty. Don't be shocked if you catch him looking through your social media accounts or checking your phone as soon as it begins ringing to see who's calling. Your partner needs loyalty and someone who will be there for him no matter what, so he won't invest his heart and soul into the relationship until he knows you just have eyes for him and him alone. If you have a slew of suitors continually calling, messaging, and making flirtatious comments on your Instagram account, he may be turned off. Number 10. He'll tell you he doesn't have much money only to make sure you're not dating him for money. Many guys, especially those who are rich, will be concerned that people will just look at them for their money. So they'll tell the person they're considering dating that they're poor or have very little money in order to weed out the materialistic people and discover who likes them for who they are. Number 11. The test about the bill. When it comes to taking their women out on a date, most males are used to paying for the tab, but that doesn't mean they won't put you to the test when the bill comes. If your partner leaves the bill on the table for an extended period, he may be putting you to the test. He doesn't expect you to pay the bill, but he's curious whether you'll make an offer. Number 12. He will put you to the test to determine how much you genuinely care about his interests. He will put you to the test just to determine how much you genuinely care about his passions. This might be the first test a man puts you through, how interested you are in his mind. If he detects that you're nice and flirtatious, the discussion will begin. However, if he starts talking about his profession, lifestyle, passions, or hobbies, and you don't look engaged, it's a huge blunder. These are the things that are important to him. If you don't care about who he is as a person, he'll believe you're simply interested in his body, and he'll be okay with it for about a night. Well, that's all for today for Brainy Facts. Thank you so much for watching.